Good evening. Welcome to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. It is so nice to be with you once again here on a Monday night. I see it in the preview. I see you all in the chat. We're so excited to be with you. And look at this. There it is.
There it is. Happy National Margarita Day, my hashtag team Cosmic family. It may not be, let's just pretend. Everybody use your little pretend head right now and just pretend this is a mug. This is the best I could do. I just thought it was perfect. So cheers to you. And I do have to give Leah props for this. This was one of the last things we purchased in the Mexico Pavilion before everything went like crazy cocoa. That's what I call it.
Well, cheers to that. Happy Monday.
Right
Thank you.
Happy Monday. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Jordan and David, Karen, Alyssa, Danielle, welcome to the show. Shornforce, good to see you. Steven, Tom, K, Jack, Karen. Hey, we got a party going on here. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday evening. Lots to get to talking about Disney parks. We also have lots of pictures to get to. As you know, we're talking about table service, and not necessarily like the best table service, but some of our favorite table services, because there's a difference. Dropping some beats. Hey, thank you so much. You cut it.
Karen was just saying you were dropping some sick beats, and I have to second that emotion right there. You were dropping.
I am loving it.
Thank you. Well, here's the thing. So I'm always trying to, evolve things on the show and do different things. So I picked up a little thing this week, and let's see. Here, what can I do? Let's see. I can do stuff like that. How about this? And Jeff in his mug TV. Jeff in his mug TV.
Oh my God!
Yes.
So there's more, but that's just a preview of what we can do here on this show.
Oh my goodness!
Dang it! Though.
Can you love that.
Let me set this up.
Which one?
Just give me one more. Give me one more. All
right, here we go. And welcome, Jeff and Mug TV.
Oh, look out!
Oh
there
wow! The lights, the sounds. This is a party on Monday nights.
That's right.
So we're gonna have some fun tonight here. Thank you so much for all the interaction I've seen so far, and for the emails throughout the week. Always appreciated everything that comes in. And I just realized I have to pull a couple of emails if I can through before the end of the show, because there was so much that came in. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, please just take a second to like the video. The little thumbs up below the video helps us out a lot here. If you're new, welcome. You're in a new era with all these sound effects and stuff we can do here right now on Cosmic Reid Live. And subscribe to the channel, because we have shows all throughout the week. Tomorrow it's Deep in the Plus, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later in the show. Guys, it was a busy week. Also, I was on Park Center last week on the main main channel with Rob and tackling some of the stories of the week, which was a lot of fun and great to see some people in the chat. So cheers to that.
And now he's just
I'm gonna have way too much fun with this.
Showing off. I like that. No, that's fantastic.
I
love that. I love that you were over there, and I know that it's you're starting to finally thaw out. Like, you're wearing a short sleeve shirt. I'm very excited about that for you.
So here's the thing. It hit 0 Celsius today, or actually a little bit above. So what's that? 30? Is that 32 Fahrenheit?
Like spring break.
So
spring break.
It's 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees warmer here today than it was last week, which is crazy. But that's the truth.
You guys are out of the woods, man. You're out of the woods.
Yay, fake applause, David. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you all so much. That's totally appreciate the love on Park Center. That was fun. And they also do this post show, which guys, the post show was so much fun. It's all the WIGS know about it. We'll talk about the WIGS later and how you can get involved. But it is a really fun thing to do. So I really enjoyed being part of that experience.
Okay.
So let's get into the table service, and please, if you're in the chat, we'd love for you to interact with us as well. And the WIGS roll call's going. We'll get there. Hang on.
Did you see Alyssa? Can I just add, Alyssa would like to know if we could get a toilet flush, sound effect. And I am,
Yes.
I do have, I'm not going to bring it into the full on like table service, but there was a restroom brought up when I was discussing it tonight as we were changing the garbage disposal. Cause I do, we do the pre-show as we're doing some home improvement in this house. That's what we do.
Yeah. Oh, Robert D. Cosmic Reid post show. Who else did this? Tom Strong, Cosmic Reid post show. Yeah, no kidding. Do I have crickets ready for when Jeff talks? You know what?
Uncle Arch, where are you, man? What's up with him tonight? We're feeling a little. Yeah, of course you do.
Wow, you're prepared.
Okay. All right. I see how this night. Somebody's gonna have to be getting me an Amazon Prime. I'm gonna get one of those boxes myself, bro.
I picked this up at the local store. I couldn't believe they had it, but I jumped at it. So there we go. I'm glad it works. So let's start talking about table service, and please join in the chat also, because we do love interacting with you there too. We're not necessarily going to go park to park. We'll kind of just pick out some of our favorites, because at least for me, and I think for a lot of us, some of the favorite meals might be outside of the. What do you got first for your personal favorite table service? No, talk. Go ahead, talk, Jeff.
You know what's really funny? Down here in the States, we have what's called almost gigabyte internet now that I'm actually paying for it, and you broke up, so I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or not. So is that me?
I am.
Okay. All
is
right,
it
fantastic?
B-mode Chris? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you just really you broke up a bit. Are you sure you're not stealing internet tonight? No. So can I ask a question? So it's two quick to go answers. Of course I have two. Oh, nice. Would you consider everyone in the chat room, would you consider Hoop-Dee-Doo review a table service? Because I'm going in order, man. We're not going part. You would. Okay. Well, if Angelina says, then I say, well, then Hoop-Dee-Doo, I mean, it's not even a question. I know it is. I think it's considered like a 2 category, like when you're doing like dining plans. So like it's a little bit maybe more than say like Sci-Fi Drive-In. But let me remind all of you that includes a show. It also includes the tip, my friends, unless you're feeling extra generous.
Oh, didn't know that.
Tip as well, Angelina. Yes, and it includes beer, wine, and sangria. So, I mean, there is nothing better. And that show is 90 minutes. And if you are not laughing in there, you have no pulse. So that is my favorite. And it's old, like down home, kind of like cooking. You know, you got the ribs and the chicken, and it's all you can eat, my friends. But again, COVID, you know, like they haven't been doing it. And I really hope, I hope that it comes back. So I didn't know if I could say that. I'm saying that now because I've just been going for like 2 minutes. Crickets, go ahead.
No, when Cricket comes back in the chat, we'll have to do that. That'll be his like return theme.
Yes.
So yeah, you know that totally counts. Now, is Hoop-Dee-Doo did your wife, did she take part in it, or was she called up? No, we've seen. There's a picture, right? There's a picture.
The picture. Yeah. So she was, and actually she's been called up. I hate to say it now, man. It's almost like she's like a ringer. It's like they know. I mean, she's been called up. She's been called up 3 times now. So the first time was very, very special. The first time that happened, we were actually even more in the back. So I know it's not really like a plant type thing. But again, like I think I had told you the story. I could be partial to this because again, like when we went to Hoop-Dee-Doo when I was a kid on my first trip, and we've all kind of had those experiences where it's like nothing will beat the first time, no matter like what new stuff comes. So my parents had taken me there to see it, and my mom ended up being the can dancer. And I was like super close with my mom. So you're either going to be like super embarrassed or you're going to be like super proud. So, I mean, they called her up, man, and it was like the coolest thing in the world. So when I went with Leah for the first time, we were like pretty early on in the relationship. I was like, we got to see if she can like do the Disney thing. And she always says, she's like, I never understood what it was about until we started Thank you very much, Angelina. It really is, because I mean, like, if you're passionate enough to be on episode 48 of a show like this, I mean, come on, you gotta. I mean, like, there's some things that have to happen, right? So we went.
It's gonna be part of your life.
Called up on that. Thank you. When she got called up for that first one, and she was the can dancer. I don't think there's many other parts she could have been. But which my mom was, man, that was like super, super cool. So that kind of solidified it. So whether it's the best table service, I can't speak to that, though. Honestly, man, the food is like, it's like bomb, man. It's like, it's really, it's good food for like what you're expecting. It's not Narcoossee's, right? But like, that's not what you're going for. Even though I will speak about that later, if there's time, guys, but there you go. But yeah,
there's,
okay.
All right. Yeah. Great answer. And yeah, it's just a fantastic show. And that memory being attached for it, like with it for you, I think that's just wonderful. I love stories like that. And I see people in the chat agreeing as well. Actually, Chief saying Garden Grill, another underrated one. Let's see.
Garden Grill is amazing. I mean, I just didn't. I mean, like, do people think it's funny? I mean, like, and the piano player and the banjo player. I mean, they're like really good musicians. Like,
they're very talented. There,
The actors and actresses, and I mean, even like everything from the crew. Like, everybody is like super talented. And I had heard, and Angelina, you being our resident cast member, I have been told by more than one server that's the place to like make a killing. Like, if you are going to like try to start climbing the ladder, like, you want to work at Hoop-de-Doo, because like I said, the tip is already included, and they'll do 3 shows a night. Like, these people were making bank, man. Seriously, because they get you.
Yeah.
And like, that's just an interesting way to look at it.
Definitely. No, I do think that you are quite correct there. Or those like big money restaurants. It's either like the Hoop-de-Doo is a big one, or those big money like Le Cellier and those places. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Let's see. I could. I'll go next here. I'm going to take us inside one of the parks. Again, not like the food, but the experience is fun for me, and we do this one every time. It's the experience is worth it to me, and I'm gonna say it's starting the tune-in lounge, and then you go over to 50s prime time. I've never had a bad server. They're always fun and interactive, at least in my experience. There's been times where I've been caught with the like elbows on the table, and I wasn't consciously aware that my elbows were on I wasn't like trying to get their attention and putting my elbows on the table. It just happened. And just stuff like that. And I'm not sure what they're going to do with that, going forward, because they used to, sometimes you would take dishes like to the kitchen, or you take everyone's plate. I just think with this whole the post-pandemic, during pandemic parks open thing, it's just that's not going to be as much of a thing, but they can still do the stuff around the table. And I didn't want to ever get up and hold a napkin against my nose to a wall. I mean, certainly they won't be doing it anymore.
True.
But just, and a little bit about that reminds me of being in Grandma and Grandpa's kitchen when I was young, and they had like a little tiny black and white TV in the corner of their kitchen, right? And it had like 2 channels. So they use BBC and something else, right? And it's just the whole the decor and everything, and even in Tune-In Lounge, the furniture is like kind of their basement had a bar in it, so it kind of just brings back these memories of being there, and it's that wooden with the funky looking furniture, and it's got this bar. You have 1 or 2 drinks before, then you go for a meal at 50s, and I just think it's a lot of fun. So I'm doing that for my one of my favorite picks. Not necessarily the best food, I'm saying, but
okay. Are you guys going in order? Because I'm going like because you just said like you go every time. So can I assume that's your number one, or are you just like?
No, I have no favorite here. I just picked a few that I like. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you said, because like what I want to say, and even like people are talking in the chat room about it, and what I love was your disclaimer, which was like, it might not be the best food, but like, how many TripAdvisor reviews do you read with that? The answer is 0, because you're never going to go to that that restaurant. But that is what and the food's not bad, right? But what I love about what now you've said, and I think I've said, and I don't know what Angelina's about to go with, but it is they do something different, right? Like you're gonna, and that is my problem with other, theming parks. Like they will have a theme, but then it's just the facade, right? You know what I mean? Like that experience is something you're not going to get anywhere else. Except for
absolutely
Disney World. That's the
and
thing,
sometimes you're paying just for the experience. Really, you're not paying for that food. So
that is exactly it. Yeah, I mean, we all probably have your favorite like hometown restaurant. Like, I don't think you're going for a Michelin star there. You're going for an experience, and it's funny even what you said, Chris, about like that kind of like nod to nostalgia, right? Like that nod to grandma and grandpa's house, right? I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that is like, that brings you back to the childhood, and that it's the only place you're going to get that now. For like kids today to be like, hey, your great grandmother and grandfather, like this is what it looked like. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like a cool experience.
Yeah, so, definitely. Chris, I wanted to say, sorry.
Well,
I wanted to say, Chris, in the chat. Oh.
Somebody say it, or else I'll say it.
Tom Strong, Primetime Cafe. That's right. There you go.
$2 super chat, Primetime Cafe Slander. The meatloaf is great. Thank you so much. We got the applause. The team, that was all of Team Cosmic collectively giving you an applause there. So thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And I haven't mentioned about super chats today. It's the little $ below the chat. If you feel like donating, you can donate as little or as much as you want. It all goes to WDW News Today. And we always appreciate that also. So please keep that in mind. All right, Angelina, what's your first pick here?
Yeah, Angelina, what were you saying?
Well, again, we got another super chat really quick from Robert D. He says, meatloaf, I would do anything for love. Oh.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Robert. That's awesome. Love it.
Thank you, Robert.
Saw Meatloaf in concert once. And
I love Meatloaf.
So
Dennis,
random. What?
and Dennis Quaid was shooting a movie here. And Meatloaf and him are buddies, and Dennis Quaid came out and played a mean guitar solo during the show because they're buddies.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that in there because that is very random.
That is the most random thing you've thrown in 48 weeks for sure. Okay, one that you saw, two that you have such vivid memories of the Meatloaf concert. Very good.
I do. It's Dennis Quaid. Sorry, Angelina, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Well, now we got another super chat from Tom Strong.
Oh, look at
Robert E. took the words right out of my mouth. Good show.
Thank you so very much for the super chat. Appreciate that one. That's awesome.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, Angelina.
Okay, before we get another super chat, I'm glad that Jeff brought up the Wilderness Lodge or Wilderness Campground. Sorry.
Yes.
I will always go every time I go to Disney. I have never been to Hoop-Dee-Doo Review because I'm always going right beside it to Trails End. I absolutely love that place. I think it's so cute, and it feels always like really nice for that barbecue breakfast. That is definitely one of my favorite places ever to go. I don't have much more to say on it, but I need to go to Hoop-Dee-Doo. But every time I just end up at Trails End. That barbecue buffet.
I just want to close my eyes, sit back, and pretend I'm eating at Trails End, eating some barbecue. Oh yeah, there it is. There's that barbecue. Love it.
That barbecue eggs, Benny.
That barbecue eggs, Benny. Oh my God! That is God. Now I'm upset. So it's funny you say that because I want to eat there all the time, but I always am like going to Hoop-Dee-Doo.
You end up at Hoop-Dee-Doo, right?
Yeah. Hoop-Dee-Doo, yeah. And we grab a drink there before. But man, okay, all right, next time.
No, go there for breakfast and then go to Hoop-Dee-Doo for the evening. Okay. That's how you got to do it.
I like yes.
Not Meatloaf again. Somebody, yeah. Hey, more Beverly. Thanks very much. I am like a kid on Christmas. Like a kid on Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. And the best thing is I can change these sound effects every single week. So just keep
oh my
that in
goodness.
mind.
Yeah. You guys have no idea how much he was talking to us about it all week, how excited he was, all the things he wants to do. Oh boy. You guys just wait.
Yeah, this thing has a lot of potential.
Can I just derail things really quickly and ask you, are you a Meatloaf fan? Because more Beverly, why not? why do you not have a train derailing sound effect?
Why do you ask?
But yes, because more Beverly said, oh, there we go. had mentioned the name, like the length of the song. Are you because I'm assuming you're talking about Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And when I had this DJ business and I would do like weddings and all these things. And that used to be, since everyone loves talking about restrooms here. I guess I could have held this till like 9:50, but that would be the bathroom song. Because it's like 7 minutes long.
Held it? Like you could have held it?
Oh, but if I had to run to the restroom, I like that. You need one with like a little more sustain, Chris. A little more sustain on the cymbal for next week. But are you a Meatloaf fan? Because I can't get off of this.
Eating it or singer? Or were we talking about the singer or the?
I was only a Meatloaf fan because of the amount of Broadway stuff that he does that I didn't know about.
Oh, that is
Battered
so
of
true.
Hell, the musical is Meatloaf. He does a bunch of other things. Like that's where I became a big Meatloaf fan.
Okay.
And the food is not bad.
So
I got cricketed. Okay.
I was definitely into your story, Angelina. I don't know. All right, Chris wants to move it along.
No, the best part was I was doing these sound effects in a work-related meeting today, and I didn't think it would actually work, but the sound effects were going through, and they were, who's doing that?
Oh, you must have been like employee of the day, employee of the. Right
yeah,
there.
Pretty well. Jeff, what's your next one? Where do you want to go?
Okay, so if we are talking about ambiance, if you say so I have not said this. Well, I'm just gonna wait for you to play whichever sound effect you're about to play. But
no, I was laughing at Emma says shady crickets.
Oh, it's shady, yeah. So this I'm gonna just because we haven't mentioned this before, even though I had said it before. Narcoossee is the one that's on the water outside of Grand Floridian, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Actually,
I think it's Narcoossee. I'm gonna just say it is, and I'm gonna say it with such authority.
Someone in the chat will tell you.
Yes, they will. I'm gonna go. Okay. Yes. Anyways, so Narcoossee, like if you're looking for a really thank you, Tom Strong. I appreciate it. Robert D. Yes, it is. You guys were a little slow on the take there, but thank you. Okay, so it's Narcoossee.
Well, I was thinking Citricos. So no, go ahead. I was thinking Citricos. That's I had that in mind.
No, but that's inside, right?
Yeah,
I'm talking about yes. I am talking about the one that is kind of on the pier, and you still have a view of the castle. You've got the water, but you're like on the water. So this is definitely like if you're looking for kind of that nice night out, like Epcot's got like Lucille, when you're talking like fine dining, like I think Narcoossee's got like I got a surf and turf there that was what's the couple of words, not cheap, but it was really, really good. Like I think that's where that's one of the places that I loved. What did Arch Fox say? All right, Arch Fox is about to have 30-second timeout because he's just you're like, I feel like I'm playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out from the my era from the second grade. But anyway, like it's got the ambiance and really good food. So it's Disney, but not like you feel the magic. But you're not going to have like Eeyore running out at you, which is going to be the next pick.
See, and there's nothing wrong with that too. There's a lot of ER pictures I think to show from Twitter earlier today. I'll stick at the
Tom Strong is a Victoria and Albert's kind of guy. Are you, buddy?
Oh,
okay.
Ooh, okay.
So fancy. Oh, Tom Strong, so fancy. Okay. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, I'll agree with that. I'm gonna stick over at Grand Floridian for the next pick and say Citricos. We have had a meal there,
Yes,
and it's,
someone said
you're
that
right.
in the
It's
chat.
that. Yeah, it's like that you get that Disney magic, but not the like no characters in your face, but the view was great. We were right by the window, fantastic view, and I mean just walking into the Grand Floridian is something that I will never do with a rolling suitcase. So it's always just a pleasure to be able to walk in there.
Yes,
you know,
it's true.
So funny, but it is so true, dude.
It's sad but true.
That would be because if you did that, man, like that would be the record scratch, right? Like, and here comes Chris.
Yes.
With his winter fleece, rolling his freaking bag behind him. Everybody's just like the white gloves. Like, who is this? Who let this guy in?
No, I had a great time at Citricos. The service was great. The food the swordfish was fantastic. I've had a lot of swordfish locally and in other places, but it was superior. I felt it was great, awesome service, just a fun experience. The Grand Floridian, classiest hotel. Yeah, I totally agree. And actually, Emma had where was that? Kona Cafe, because Tonga toast. Yeah, over at Polynesian.
Yes.
I think we've gone every single time at Sakona Cafe. Love that one too. It's just, the resorts. I mean, this isn't the last monorail restaurant I'm going to be talking about tonight, as long as time allows. So, Angelina, let's do one more for you before the break here. What else you got?
Yeah, well, I want to take it into Disney Springs because I just saw, actually, Cheyenne said, my magic place is rainforest. And I was like, yes, you know what? Honestly, if you're going into Disney Springs, it's not a bad, cute little place to go. But my favorite place, and if you watched our Valentine's show, you would know that I really, really, really love date nights at the Volcano Lounge. Oh no, Lava Lounge. There we go. Oh, yeah. Right beside Disney, the Rainforest Cafe in Disney Springs, because it's right on the water. You've got that fire and the water. It's just like beautiful lighting, really beautiful for photos. If you want to get a cute little photo in there. And just at night, it's just really pretty, and they have really, really nice drinks there. But yeah, Cheyenne, I highly suggest that you check out that Lava Lounge next time you go, because I think it's kind of a hidden gem at Disney Springs. It's really, really cute there.
I do love hidden gems. Oh my God, Chris, we should do a hidden gems. Okay, all right.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, we should.
Put that in the hopper. Put that in the hopper. 10 minutes, like hidden gem restaurants.
Hidden gems, little Disney secrets.
Yes,
I
do like hidden gems though. Well, see now, Angelina, you wasted yours. Sorry.
I've got lots of other Disney secrets. Don't you worry.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
All right. Well, keep letting us know in the chat. Would love to know what some of your favorite. What's up?
Well, now wayfinding is doing hidden gems. No, hold them back. Hold back the hidden gems.
Oh man, might have to. You know what? Yeah, let's see. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, play a couple of ads, and we'll come back, talk a little bit more about that. We have lots of Team Cosmic stuff. My goodness, Twitter was lit up with food pictures, responses. Yeah. Also, you remember last week when we were doing the create your own a whole land, and you could put it wherever you wanted in Walt Disney World. And Jeff's was.
I had 2 more hours to go, dude. I had 2 more hours on that night.
I know you did. Well, so here's the thing. Jeff had Lilo and Stitch, and it was a water park that he created. And we have concept art that somebody sent in based on this Lilo and Stitch park, and I'm not even kidding. We have pictures to show for that.
Totally
kidding. I'll show that. We'll talk about next week's show.
Oh my God.
All right.
Is it good?
Is it? Yeah, it's amazing. I don't want to show you yet. We will do that. Okay. We'll talk more about favorite table services.
God, what a tease.
I'm going to also just mention quickly, if you like Walt Disney WDW News Today, and want to support them, you can do so by becoming a member of the WIGS, the WDW News Today Interglobe Society. For as little as $2 a month, you get access to all these great features, including some post shows. There's some extra shows after some shows that you would normally see. WIGS get extra shows, discounts, and other cool stuff as well. So you can go to patreon.com/WDWNT, again, for as little as $2 a month, and become a WIGS member and support WDW News Today. Here's the WIGS roll call coming in the chat right now as I speak.
Yes!
Chief, Christopher, Emma, Emily, Nico, David, living the dream.
Got a Brian.
Alyssa, we got Brian. I should just be doing, where's that thing? Where's that? Just... Getting wiggy with it. Tom, Karen, Beverly, Emily, Jordan, Will, Shornforce, Penguin. I love this thing. Robert, the Marmon, thank you so much. Sean, Cheyenne, Kyle, Alicia. Oh my goodness. Danielle, thank you so much. Sean, I appreciate that. Magical Vacation Vlogs, WIGS, thank you. K-Jack. Appreciate that. No lasers. There's lasers in my mind whenever I hear that. There we go. All right. So with that being said, let's take just a quick break. We'll come back in a moment and talk more table service and have a lot more fun right here on Cosmic Reid Live.
I can't believe all the 20 years of adventure in California merchandise coming from the carousel of products, like this limited edition of 200 collectible button, which wishes the park a happy birthday. Or you can write your own name on there. Do whatever you like. Only $4. We also have t-shirts because I hate wearing this thing. It's very hot in it under these lights. But you could be comfortable in these t-shirts. Yes, this one has a road map. It's upside down, but when you turn it this way, it has a road map of California on it with all your favorite landmarks from the past and the present, maybe even things you really hated, but it's kind of fun that they're here. And all of our tees have the Carousel of Products logo. This limited edition shirt, $20. Like all of our t-shirts, including this one, which has the Sunwheel insignia on it with all these great landmarks from the park, as well as this beautiful and, well, sometimes bad skyline of things past and present from California. Again, only $20 from the Carousel of Products.
And just added to the collection is a fancy new face mask for just $9 and this limited edition of 200 pin that's only $8. Isn't that just the bee's orange? I mean, knees, whatever. And you could still use the code SUNWHEEL to save 10% on orders of $50 or more. Just head to carouselofproducts.com.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week we take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus vault and we tell you the history, the details, we give you our review, and we tell you if it's worth your time. Join us now each and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for a new episode, or catch us anytime on youtube.com/WDWNT.
And welcome back. Tomorrow night on Disney Plus, Deep in the Plus, I should say. They are reviewing dinosaurs, guys. Do you remember that one? Dinosaurs?
Ooh.
Speaking of dinosaurs, Jeff. Speaking of dinosaurs.
I even muted myself. I muted myself. Yes, I'm sorry.
Speaking of dinosaurs, Jeff, do you remember when Yes, thank you. Do I have to get the rim shot every? Do you remember when the dinosaurs were in the parks?
Is this
like early 90s.
My age? Is my age?
Well,
yes, exactly. I was like,
maybe.
I remember when dinosaurs were walking around the land before Walt actually bought it. That's I was there. I was there scouting it out. Yeah, I actually remember that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's you know what? There's footage of it on YouTube. Yeah, you're. My next question is, do you remember the dinosaurs? No, that's something Jordan would probably ask in the chat.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to weigh in. I mean, she's been quiet actually. It's been. She must have paid Archfox tonight to like be the protagonist of it. Yeah, see, Jeff's got a full season on this. That's right. All right,
there you go. There you go. Oh yeah, Karen, there was an Ace Ventura show at MGM at some point. Yeah, there's like footage out there of that as well. It's something. There was like Goosebumps back in the day, man. There was a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. It's the bee's knees, as Horatio says in the chat there. Well, welcome. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Monday night Cosmic Reid Live on WDWNT Entertainment. If you haven't done so yet, please just take a second to like the video. It helps us out a lot. Little thumbs up below the video. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe because we do have shows all throughout the week. As you just saw, Deep in the Plus is tomorrow night, and they're going to be talking about that classic dinosaurs TV show that I was in love with that show as a young guy that as a young guy. I saw.
Yeah, I was already.
Jeff was already driving a car.
I was on tour driving. It was fine. But I love what they're doing there, man. What a fun thing to be able to talk about, and that really is one of those cool things about Disney Plus. I mean, like there are franchises that people are finding for the first time because of it. I mean, it really is like an unbelievable service. So it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I really hope that they review That Darn Cat. That's the one.
Look at
ridiculous Disney Plus one that I'm like,
God.
Do That Darn Cat. That's the one I'm requesting.
Yes. Okay.
Pete Carney.
So random.
Pete Carney in the house.
Hey.
Oh God.
Everyone say hello to Pete.
Welcome to the Monday Night Party.
There we go. That's. I'm going to give everyone their own sound effect by the end as they walk in.
I hope so.
That's definitely that's Pete's right there. So let's we got a lot of Team Cosmic stuff to do shortly, but let's talk a little bit more about some of our personal favorites. Jeff, you said you mentioned you teased Eeyore, so let's see where you're going with that one.
So I tease Eeyore, man. I mean, and this might be also when I was a kid, and it was funny because this was going to be one of those things that I was going to like trick Leah with, right? Because like she went there when she was a kid, and so I thought on our first trip together that we should go back and spend some quality time with. Well, I got to stop it, Robert D.
Look at this.
What are we doing?
Archfox and I were talking about this beginning. Meatloaf's took the words right out of my mouth. Would you offer your throat to the wolf? Beast. WDW. Right. Robert, thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate the super chat as always.
Thank you, Robert.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're trying to put your best foot forward, and I mean, Crystal Palace. I don't, there's so many character dining options, right? Like everybody wants to see the Fab Five and Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and all that. But I don't know that you get more access, air quotes, to any of the characters than you do at Crystal Palace, especially if you want to talk about like, for the money. Because you can do actually, or you used to at least be able to do, there was a breakfast option and it was the same characters. Yep. And I mean, like, you want to talk about like bang for your buck. I mean, just based on, how many characters, there's 5 characters I think you get, and like just all those pictures. I mean, like those memories are, so I of course flash back to when I'm a kid, and so did she. And it was just great. I think the food actually is I mean, pretty good. I've never had bad food there. But I feel like that is such a fun place. If I may say one thing, I would give it a 10 out of 10. It gets a 9 out of 10 on the TripAdvisor because, like, how cool would it be? Yes, that's right, Angelina. Thank you. How cool would it be if it was more like where they all live and play, right? Like, why is it got to be Crystal Palace with all the mirrors? Like,
that is a very interesting.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. And then you get 10 out of 10.
Yeah, like I have wondered why at Crystal Palace, why are we meeting Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore and Piglet, as much as I absolutely love having them there, and I feel like that would be the best place for them, maybe. But yeah, why are we there? Why is there not 100-acre wood dining option? I think that would be super, super cool. Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm laughing because Jordan just said, wow, he's still going. So yes, but thank you for jumping on that, Angelina. And exactly, that would be what I'm trying to say. So if you take the second part of that, then I'm done. But that's fantastic.
Sure. Who was talking? Someone mentioned Return to Oz.
Yeah.
What the?
Gretel.
Return to Oz gave me nightmares for like a solid year. That thing is really weird. We watched that within the last year, and it's bizarre. It's weirder than I remember. It's super weird. Okay, I'm gonna go next on this one. Do I stick at a resort, or do I go back to the park? I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll stick at the park. I'm gonna go California Grill. Being there more than 2 or 3 times, I think, total. Okay. All right. I really. Now you got to have a window seat. You got to have a window seat to get that view while you're eating. Is just awesome. And then to go out on the balcony and at the time for me it was Wishes, and Wishes.
Hey!
Yeah, so I really enjoy that. The elevator ride up to everything. I've never had a bad experience at California Grill. Seeing the Magic Kingdom from that view is just so magical, and I'm always like trying to pick out things and point things out, or see if you can get that that view of backstage that you think you can see, but you really can't see that much. And just we usually would go like closer to the end of the trip to California Grill, and then because then we're overlooking the place that we just made 1,000 memories in this last week, right? And it's super special, and I think it's a really fun place. The food was great service. So I'm gonna say California Grill just for that, and the atmosphere is it's awesome. But again, you got to have a window seat is like a must for me.
I was just Googling what the first fireworks display was named, and it was so old they didn't have a name for it. So I couldn't say that it was just fireworks. It was just fireworks.
Yeah.
I was at those. I was on the island. I was shooting them off. Anyways.
Yeah. You're just like an intern. Here, take these fireworks and just go light them up.
I was just holding these things, and they were launching in the air. Oh no, Jordan! Yes, Jordan. Jordan is wondering where Wally is. I have no idea. Fantasy in the Sky. Okay, all right. Fantasy in the Sky was.
Interesting.
Thank you, Penguin.
Okay, sounds good.
Is there a car alarm going off?
Do you hear that?
Not for me.
Yeah,
I hear that. Yeah,
in my backyard.
Karen, that's a good idea, Chris. I might even look into that. One of our outside the park's proper meal, as we'll be at MK for a final day in Orlando. Yeah, totally recommend it. If you can get into it, I highly recommend it. That view of Magic Kingdom, especially after you've just spent all the time there, the smile on your face will be bigger because of the time that you spent there, and then looking down on it before you go back home. Yeah.
I like the way you phrase that, man. Like if you were selling like DVC property, that is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? It's like you've done this, this, and this, and now let's look over everything that you've been able to do. And so it's like Magic Kingdom does like the kiss goodnight. This is like the kiss goodbye until next time.
Kind of, yeah.
That's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, and there, there's for another good view of that. If you can get into the top of the world lounge, if you know someone, or if you stay there at Bay Lake, that's another great option for a great view also over at over at Bay Lake Tower. Yeah. Okay, I'm a little concerned on time. So Angelina, what do you got one more?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. So I'm going to end it off here with something that I don't think that we really would have thought about. I don't even know if you would really consider it a table service, but I would. I got to experience the Illuminations. I think it's called the dinner party. Or it's like those things where it's a little bit expensive. You buy a ticket and you get to sit in like the fast pass area for a fireworks show. And they sometimes will have like appetizers and things like that.
Dessert party? Oh, okay. So it was that.
Dessert party. I know
they did like a dessert party. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this one that I did was Illuminations, and I would highly, highly suggest it. I thought that it was a really interesting experience. You do have to pay for it, but it was very cool to have people waiting on you, and you get this beautiful view of, at that time, what was Illuminations. I haven't done the Magic Kingdom one. I know that one's really cool as well, but I thought that was a really, really cool experience. So that's how I'm going to end it off.
Yeah. You know what? If you're lucky enough to get into like Rose and Crown on the patio or somewhere close around World Showcase and have dinner, at like 8:30, that is money right there. That's what everyone wants. Everybody in party.
Yes. And then same with even the Morocco the Morocco restaurant on the water.
Anything that's on the water there.
If you get that 8:15 seating. I actually was going to ask, since everybody's getting so hoity-toity tonight, I've not seen this side of the chat room or even you guys. But has anyone done like the club level? Like the club level at Grand Floridian is unbelievable. And you want to talk about like a view of the fireworks? I mean, there's a club lounge at the Polynesian that is absurd because they pipe the music.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
And so they pipe the music in, and it's the same thing as like if you're in one of the restaurants that does it. But
that's the dream right there.
Now
totally.
I'm the hoity-toity guy. So okay, move on.
Lots of love for Rose and Crown. Emma, a few other people also saying Rose and Crown. Yeah, no kidding. Best view. Yeah. I never. I've sat on the patio, but it hasn't been during that like window that everyone wants to get into. So I think we got to leave the dinner chat at that. For us anyway, there is a ton of stuff that came in this past week. So let's do a little Team Cosmic and see what was on Twitter. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to start. Where is this? Okay. So Living the Dream sent these in. So this is Living the Dream is in the chat. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Here are a couple of photos. Let's start. This is the filet mignon from Le Cellier. And we also got one of the poutine. The poutine.
Of course, and was poutine.
Right now, it says it's a hot mess, but you know what? I like it. Poutines are supposed to be a hot mess, right? Like that's
poutine is just a big thing of slop.
There's nothing pretty about a poutine, so that's pretty good. And then this was from the Boathouse. Salmon from the Boathouse over here. Awesome.
Yes,
looks great.
So the Boathouse would be a hidden gem for me, and that looks amazing.
Some tuna over there also. Yeah, yep. I know Boathouse, very popular with the staff here at WDW News Today also.
Wow.
Some just so good. So, and those photos just prove it right there. But there's so many hungry. More. Yeah, well, I hope you've had dinner because there's lots more. Speaking of like Crystal Palace. Tom Strong right there, and so that's I guess Crystal Palace right there.
Aww,
an overachiever there, Tom Strong. If you don't mind me saying so.
Another one on Twitter. Brandon sent this one in. It is the traditional all-you-can-eat skillet at Whispering Canyon. Love that one.
Oh, Whispering Canyon.
My goodness.
Oh, Whispering. Oh my God, look at that. Yes. Dude,
then,
that thing is nuts.
Yep. Alicia sent this one in.
What am I
the
missing?
Sci-Fi. Yep. From the Sci-Fi
Yes.
Diner. JD sent this next one in. Beautiful. Another beautiful. And this was on my list. I didn't mention it. I was between that and I guess California Grill, but Coral Reef, another good one. And JD, thanks for sending that one in. Ali Bubba, Bubba, Storybook Dining at Wilderness Lodge right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
like that one.
We love family photos.
Oh my God. No one said be our guest. Holy crap.
Garden Grill Character Breakfast sent in by Reid on Twitter. Look at that one.
Was that you? You?
No, sorry, not me, Reid, a different Reid. Alicia, I sent this in by myself. Alicia did this one. 50s prime time. The peanut butter milkshake. I make these.
Oh yeah,
do you guys
those
ever,
milkshakes.
Oh my! I make these at home. I make those at home.
You?
Oh
The
yeah,
peanut butter and jelly milkshakes. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard to make. I should do that.
No, you just need.
Why would you not?
Yeah, it's so easy to make. Oh. It's like vanilla ice cream, a little bit of milk and some peanut butter and jam, and blend it all up. And yeah, I mean it's good. But this next one, far from something sweet, more savory. How about this one? It's the bread service at Sanaa that was sent in by Mandy, who's not in the chat tonight, but she's on her way to Walt Disney World, from what I understand. So
yeah, we know.
Hope,
yes.
Yep. Hope Mandy is traveling safe there tonight.
Tips, man.
What else we got? Steven sent this one in. Now this is Wine Bar George, Topolino Terrace, Storybook Dining, Artist Point, Sanaa, and Club 33. Yep.
Oh,
this was sent in. Yeah. Oh yeah, Club 33 in there. It's the bottom right.
Okay. All right. Well.
Right. I mean, if I could vouch for that one, I would. I'm sure. But yeah, I'm not at. I'm not at that level. Let's see. So that's
like,
that one.
That's above my pay grade.
Here's Joel's in the chat. This guy. Joel with saying does liquid dinner? Yep, no problem. Got Olga's Cantina right there. Love that one. Great shot. Awesome. Will over at Ohana, some dessert at Ohana. Oh my gosh, I want to eat that picture.
You guys are killing me.
Dude, Jordan just goes Club 33. We really are getting bougie tonight. No kidding.
No kidding.
This was Colleen.
Cosmic Crawler Club 33. Yep.
Hollywood and Vine by Colleen there. Wow. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hollywood and Vine. That is a mean looking steak.
I love that. Yep. What else? What else we got? David also. Where did they go? David Lung sent these ones, and he's in the chat also. Let's see. Citricos. Oh my gosh, the scallops. The scallops
like we're on the Food Network right now. This is bananas. Seriously.
Welcome to our food review.
Jeff.
Yes.
The food literally is bananas.
Bananas. Oh, bananas. See what you did
there. Another one from David.
What is that green stuff?
Is it?
It's delicious.
Does anyone know?
It's the green stuff is delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
Something like that. It's something.
Oh wow!
He just wants to. Yeah, you really need a little stain on the.
Skip. Angelina's like, I'm done. She's just gonna walk out. There we go. Okay, that is at Skipper. Skippers, and then Tiffin's. Oh my gosh, these just look.
Dude,
Tiffin's.
You have got to be kidding me.
Those are all
beautiful. They're like placed on the plates too. It looks like art. So beautiful.
So good.
So I'm going to be honest with you, man. You do not get that at the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. They don't.
No. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so that is, I think, all the food pictures. That's all the ones that I have. There might be more on Twitter. You can check at Cosmic Reid for those. Now, This is from
Snaps
last week.
For the pictures. Holy moly.
Oh, applause right
Yes,
there.
thank you.
Everybody
Thanks, Team
who sent
Cosmic.
those pictures, man. Thank you so much. Like that makes it so much more. It just makes me so much more excited to go back. Like that.
Totally.
That
Yes.
is wow. My
Yeah.
gosh. Oh
Now-
wait.
Oh, hey, we got a
Alyssa,
super chat from Alyssa.
super chat.
Oh, let's see.
Hit
Oh,
it,
there we
hit it,
go.
Angelina, read that. There you go.
She says, for all the love-filled judging we are spreading in the chat tonight over where we eat at Disney. Yes, only love, only love. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yes.
It is.
Thank you,
It's
Alyssa,
love
for the
judging.
$5. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see here. Before we go, so last week we were talking about building our own land for Walt Disney World and where we would put it. We could put it anywhere. Jeff's land was Lilo and Stitch. It was a water park. And Shornforce, who's in the chat, I hope he's still in there. Jeff was kind of joking last week about like,
Force?
yeah. Oh, I didn't say that.
Aw.
No, he said while we were doing it, dude. He said while we were doing it that he. Are you serious? Where is he?
I'm
So
so
here's-
excited
oh,
for
Shornforce,
this.
are you still here?
And Jeff was like, well, why don't you draw this and draw that? And Shornforce like, okay, watch this. So, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Shornforce and from the mind of Shornforce and Jeff Melkars, we have the Big Ohana Water Park.
Dude, come
Look
on.
Look at this.
Are you kidding me?
We're going to go quarter by quarter. We're going to kind of zoom in here. So here you go. There's the
Dude.
entrance right at the top left
This
or
is
top
freaking
right.
Amazing.
Right? There you go. Surf's
The
up shop. We got
founder
Lilo,
fountain. That's my
Yep.
favorite.
the Elvis, Elvis
I am
tribute
such
show.
a hugger. Shornforce, man. I am such a hugger. You don't even know, dude. Oh my God, COVID aside,
Let's,
oh my God, I love hugs.
Going in.
You are getting it bad, sir.
There's Pudge's Peanut Paradise.
Come on.
Yes!
That is, we said
Yeah.
Pudge's Peanut Paradise.
Wow.
There you go. Right, and then the Ohana floating
Shornforce.
pool.
How much do I have to pay you to put this on a shirt? I will Venmo you right now because I know these t-shirts. This thing
Free
is
fall
awesome.
slides. That's so cute.
Mhm. Stitch's Greatest Escape. Agent Bubbles Foam Party. Let's keep going. Out of This World Water
Wow.
Coaster. David's Choice Wave Pool. Stitch's Greatest Escape in there also. But there you go. Once again, is the Big Ohana. Jeff, from the mind of Jeff and Shornforce. I think that deserves some thumbs up in the chat and definitely a bit of applause.
Bravo.
So there you go.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
This guy. Oh my God. I wish you could have seen me. I might give you access to my Nest Cam so you could actually see my response the last 2 minutes, because as I was looking at that is beyond bananas. And I feel like you and I have a partnership. I think we should start building water parks. I feel like we could maybe expand the foam party a little bit, but I mean, like, this thing is crazy. I want that on a shirt right now, man. Wow.
Oh, that was so
$5.
cute. Thank you, Shornforce.
Unbelievable.
$5 super chat. Thank you so much, Robert D. Gotta end on a big where to go on a big meatloaf note, like a bat at a yacht. We at Team Cosmic say enable to post show Tom. Post show, another call for a post show. Yeah, you know they are fun. So a post show on this show would actually be pretty fun. So and I like Jordan's comment before that. Thank you for the $5, by the way. Appreciate that as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert.
Jordan's comment earlier. We need the pee pool because Jeff last week.
I was waiting for that.
What? Yeah, I don't want to get. You can watch last week's episode, but he was saying that there could be like individual. I don't even want to get into that anymore. It's just you can watch last week's episode to find out what we're talking.
It was unbelievable technology, Jordan.
Now I want to talk a little bit about next week's show. Show number 49. One before the big 50, and here we go. Show number 49 is Show Us Your Walt Disney World Stuff. the Winter 2021 edition. We want you to show us some of your stuff. Send in pictures of souvenirs you got, Disney stuff, even if you just got it from your local Disney store. Send them to Chris at WDWNT.com. I'd love to show those next week. We'll also be showing some of our own. So that's next week. And then, of course, in 2 weeks from tonight, I can't believe it, it is Cosmic Reid Live, 50th
Wow.
show, March 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern. So this is the kind of stuff we have lined up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So there we go. Show number 49 and 50, and I don't yet have a topic for the 50th. We're working on something special for that. I can say there will be. You'll want to join us for the 50th. There will be an announcement of some sort on that show. All right, then I'm going to leave it right at that. I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about. So
do we get to know the announcement?
Yeah, you guys.
We're gonna find out then. March 8th.
I know.
Yeah, pretty well.
You're on a
need
to know basis, and you don't need to know.
You don't need to know. Oh gosh, we're synced. Okay, hey, yeah, Stephen, thank you so much. Yeah, 50th episode in 2 weeks from tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There will be cake. Will there be cake? Maybe I might have a slice of cake. I have a Cosmic Post show. The 2-hour show. I knew that this was going to come in Now the speculation. Oh, here we go. Cosmic Reid shirts. Cosmic Reid Post show. What was the other one? 2-hour show. We did do a 90-minute show once, I think, right? We did do a 90-minute show. I don't know why. Was it the Halloween in July episode? I can't even remember.
No idea. Why did we do that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why?
We had it was a lockdown. No one could go anywhere. So 8-hour show, Short Force. Yeah.
Okay.
1 year anniversary.
Guys,
I guess the 1 year.
Seriously. So 1 year anniversary is coming up, man. It's got to be.
Gretel said 1 year anniversary, but I think that's March 22nd, and I believe we might be down a host that night on the actual. But because of the magic,
we took a couple weeks off though, dude. We took a couple weeks off because of Christmas. Or whatever.
That's right.
You sell.
But if March 8th is the 50th show, the 20-something is going to be the 52nd show, which is like the year, right? Or no, I guess it'd be the one after that. It'd be I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, if somebody happens to be away, this new tool that I got allows us to actually take phone calls on the show. All right. So that's not really much of it's not a hint or anything, but it's extremely possible on this show now. For the 100th, we'll all have to join before. Yeah, Emily, no kidding. 100th show. Hopefully, we can do that one live and at Walt Disney World someday. I guess in
that is a
50
good
weeks
idea.
from
That's
now.
a good target,
right? You know, kidding.
That would be a goal. The 100th show being at Disney World. That'd be great.
That would be awesome. That would be great.
Target. That sounds good. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now you got everyone excited, dude. It's like, I would like to say, I know you're trying to get out of here. But once again, the fact that Show and Force drew that and everybody sent so many pictures, like, you guys are just a community yourselves, and I love that you guys get in the chat room and you like talk amongst yourselves, and it is just, especially at the beginning of the week, man, it is such it's just like it gets you going for the week, you know. It's something to look forward to. So so thank you, Chris and Angelina, and everyone.
No worries.
Just like
thank you. Thank everyone for joining us tomorrow night. Don't forget, it's Deep in the Plus. They're doing a dinosaurs review right here on WDWNT Entertainment. Subscribe to the channel. You'll get a little notification when that show is about to go live. Guys, I think that's it for this show, this episode. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. Always appreciate it. Send an email. Show us your stuff for next week. Chris at WDWNT.com. Would love to see you then. For Jeff and Angelina, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week for show number 49. And as I always say, do what makes you happy.